Okay, let's do a nice workout for our abs. So come to sitting on the mat if you're not already on the mat, and come sitting on your sit bones and have your legs in line with your hips. So we're going to do the rollbacks, and there are various levels, so I'll do the full roll back. Just roll back as far as you feel you can come up using your abs. So start with your hands on your thighs, tuck your pelvis under and roll yourself back. One vertebra at a time until you come all the way onto the mat. Then you breathe in to bring your head off the mat, and then you breathe out to finish your roll up, keeping in this curve until you're back on your sit bones. Sit nice and tall and get a quick stretch over your legs and stretch into your back, and then come back to sitting nice and tall to start again. So we're going to keep doing these. You can come all the way back or just come a little way back. It's entirely up to you, but just make sure that when you come up, you're using your abs and not your shoulders. Keeping in this curve as you come all the way up until you're on your sit bones, and then get a nice stretch. So as well as working your abs, these roll backs are giving you a nice stretch in your back. They're getting movement in your spine, and you get that extra stretch across underneath your legs when you get that last stretch over the legs. So if you want to challenge your abs a bit more, then don't have your arms so low on your thighs. Have them slightly higher. Don't use your shoulders as you come up. You're not creating momentum at any point. It's nice and smooth. Sitting tall, getting a good stretch behind our legs and in our lower back. And if you want to, you can come back with your hands by your temples, but don't come up with your hands by your temples. So there are various levels that you can adapt to, and you can always watch the tutorial for me to go into in-depth detail, but we're just going to do it as a nice flowing routine for this morning. So we'll do 3 more of these. If you're starting to get a bit tired, you might not go the whole way back, or you might adjust your position with your arms so that you're enabling yourself to come up using the abs and not bring tension into the shoulders. So it's a nice one to start with, because as well as using your abs, you're really getting that movement in your spine. Keeping in the curve, and only sitting tall when you're back on your sit bones. And then the last one. So you can have your legs bent as well. You don't have to have them straight out. Just find the level that is suited to you. And then finish by sitting nice and tall. So let's roll ourselves back again, and we're going to go in to the scissors. So everyone come back onto the mat and then bend your legs so you're back in the relaxation position. So using your core, your pelvis is in neutral, it stays in neutral. Use your core muscles to come into a double knee fold so you're not moving the pelvis in any way. So you're in a double knee fold position here, and now point one foot up to the ceiling. You get that stretch behind the leg, and the other leg up to the ceiling as well. Taking hold, I'll start with my left leg, one hand either side of the leg. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, curl yourself up. Draw the left leg towards you as you take your right leg away. Breathe in, bring the right leg up. Breathe out and stretch away the left leg. Breathe in, bring the left leg up. Breathe out, lower the right. So drawing that left leg up towards you, lengthening that right leg away. Breathe in to bring that right leg up. Breathe out and lower the left. Keeping your body in the center so you're not moving from side to side. Breathing in and breathing out. Keeping both legs in line with their respective hips each time. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. We'll do a couple more on each side. Use your abs to stay curled up. No tension in the neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more on each side. And then you breathe in, bring that left leg up, bend your knees, curl yourself back down, and hug your knees into your chest. And then come out of your double knee fold using your core. And we're going to do an exercise, the curl up with salutes, which really targets this upper abdominal exercise. So interlink your fingers and place your hands behind the back of your skull with your elbows just in your peripheral vision. So they're acting like this sling, so that your arms are active from your elbow, up the upper arm, across the chest, and up the other arm. So that if you take your head just off the mat, let your head relax into your hands, your arms are acting like a sling, so they stay active. So start with your head back on the mat, but keep your elbows in that peripheral position. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, curl yourself up from these abs here, so you're looking towards your knees. Stay curled up from your abs as you bring one arm in front, and then the other arm. Stay curled up at this point as you bring one hand back, then the other hand. A little extra curl up crunch from your upper abs. No tension in the neck, and then use your abs to curl yourself back down. Breathe in to prepare. Breathe out, curl yourself up. Really draw in your abs. It's your abs that are curling yourself up. And stay curled up at this position. Bring one hand and then the other. Stay curled up. This is hard to stay curled up at this point. It's easy to dip back down. Then do an extra little curl up crunch, feeling your abs, and then use your abs to control yourself till you come back down. Breathe in and staying curled up. So really pulling in those abs, staying curled up as much as you can. Not dipping back down as you bring one hand, then the other hand back down. Not pulling on your head as you do that extra little crunch. It's just the abs you're feeling, and it's the abs that control you coming back onto the mat. Let's do 3 more. So neck stays relaxed. Abs stay working. Extra crunchy curl up, that's when you really feel it. Breath in to prepare. 2 more. One arm, then the other. Staying at that point as you come back with one hand, then the other. And then not pulling on your neck, but really using those abs. And last one coming up. So you should be looking towards your knees when you're in a curl up, not up to the ceiling. Last little extra crunchy curl. And then come back down onto the mat. Well done. So you should really, hopefully really feel it in these upper abdominals. So we're going to now do one last exercise in this routine where we're going to work the oblique muscles, the muscles that wrap around our rib cage. So we keep our hands interlinked behind our head, but now our elbows can relax out to the floor without the back arching. So make sure the rib cage isn't sticking up. Come into your double knee fold using your core. So with all these exercises in this routine, I'm assuming that you've done them before. If not, then they look at the relevant tutorial at some point. So we're going to do 20. I'm going to do 20 alternating, but you can do 10 on one side and 10 on the other, or 5 on one side, 5 on the other, and then repeat. Entirely up to you, but remember you're using the muscles that wrap around the rib cage. So breathe in to prepare. You breathe out to curl yourself up with one elbow going to the opposite knee and the other leg lengthening away. This elbow on the mat. Breathe in to come back to your starting position. So breathe out to curl yourself up. Remember, you're using the muscles around the rib cage to enable your elbow to meet the opposite knee, not dragging your arm across your body. So you've got to feel those muscles around the rib cage working. As you come up, the other elbow on the floor doesn't move. Each time trying to rotate up and over just a tiny bit more. Both hips staying on the mat. Pull in your abdominals. That's 8, 9, 10. If you need a quick break, then have a quick break. If not, keep going. So really curling up and over as much as you can. One more on each side. Don't pull on your neck. Use those abs. One really good one to finish. And then curl back down and stay curl back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Let's do just a few little circles on our lower back here. So keep the knees together and your hands on your knees. And just do some circles all the way around the outside of the pelvis. And let's go in the opposite direction. And then finishing with your knees in the center. One more hug of your knees into your chest, and then use your core to come out of your double knee fold. So now let's come back up to sitting. So either come onto your side to sitting, or if you can roll yourself up, lengthen your legs away. Roll yourself up like we did at the beginning, keeping in that curve, and then on your sit bones, sitting tall. And let's get one last stretch over our legs here. Holding onto your legs wherever you can reach and drawing your body parallel with the legs, keeping the legs straight. Breathing into your back here. Couple of nice deep breaths to finish. And then walk your hands back up your legs to sit nice and tall. Thank you very much. Well done. So there are tutorials for each of those individual exercises if you weren't quite sure about what you're meant to do. And they go into great detail. So that's a nice little routine to keep those abs strong and working. Thank you very much.